Does this message appear on stream? It does! Wonderful, wonderful, wunderbar, wunderbar. Get our stretchies in, guys. We need those stretchies to recover hit points. I need to go on my chat room to see how far I want to read today. Today was 191. Hello Chris, hello Matcha, welcome to the stream and welcome to another week of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. I don't know, the bot should be there. Maybe the bot is a bit tired. One Constellation Wandering Devil greets Incarnation Pyro. Hello, Constellation. Hello, good sir. Or I don't know what gender devils are. I think devils most likely can change their gender however they want to. I am unsure. Okay, but why is the bot not reacting to the messages? The bot is online. Perchance the bot needs a few minutes to get started. That's a confusion. Or Rin kill it already. Points. Does it work when I do it? It does work when I do it now. Okay. All good. It's working. The coins is working. Perchance I just denied your abilities to do it, Matcha boy. Chris also checking their coins and just saying like, oh yeah, you have 0 coins. And then the bot goes, well, here are some coins for you. Constellation Wandering Devil reads their gender as male. Okay, got it. I am on 0. And now you are on a bit more than 0. Get to farming those coins, my constellations, because you will need them to help out the incarnations in the future. The bot is programmed. I don't think that's not how it works, Chris. I can explain to you how it works, or I can just leave it at that. So far, I only have a few commands, which I tell you guys to not use, because you guys would just be wasting coins for instead of using them when it actually can be used. Because right now I just have like commands made for sending specific amounts of coins to incarnations. Peeks at his empty cosmic wallet and whistles while looking at the clouds. I also need to check this because I just saw this. Let me rename those so that I can delete the false ones. Okay, then I go in commands. Chris trying out all the tricks. Let me see if I can delete, because I think there's a slight mistake on my part before I can start. And I set this up in the stream yesterday, which was a short test stream, which hopefully not that many people investigated. Options none. Oh god. Okay, let me see. If I... Why does it say those things multiple times? That they should only be here once. If I do it, wait. Slash... Not slash... Don't try this at home, kids, because it will use up your coins. And you guys want your coins for the future. I just want to test if this is going to activate it twice or just once. Okay, it worked. It also only activated once. That's perfect. And yes, as you can see, to send 200 coins, I had to use 300 coins. The Dokkaebi text is activated. Whispers to fellow Constellation Chris Weaver to lend him few infinity coins. Can't transfer your chat coins into Omniscient Reader coins if Twister happens in real life. Would be needs to have an advantage law. These are Omniscient Reader coins, Matcha. It's just that you are a constellation and not an incarnation. And I also see that the chat is a tiny bit too big. It's literally covering... It's covering the stream. Oh, fucking hell. Like, I can't leave it this big because it's too big and covering stream, so I need to adjust this. Even if you remember the stream, Chris, the commands for setting or other things with coins is only I can do that, obviously, because it would be kind of strange if the viewers can just casually set their coins to infinite amounts. Normally, this thing is going to give you coins for the first message you do every stream or every day, I think. And it's also going to give you coins when you're actively watching. Actively watching means that you sometimes need to write messages in chat. That's basically what it means. I'm going to stretch chat a tiny bit to make it tinier, I think. I think this much is fine. Yeah, it's covering the chapter a tiny bit, but at least that way, Webtoon is not going to strike me for showing panels. You're a real jerk, you know that? Are you really going to leave just like that? My part is done in this place. Paradise isn't for me to save. So you're just going to let it flow according to the original novel? It'll be tough to defeat Reinheit right now. And even if I do, the only thing I'll get out of it is a bad story, since he has way too many supporters. Let's say you're right about that, but why did you leave all your companions behind? They need to get some time off, too, right? What? Time off? Come on, be honest, you're sulking right now, aren't you? You've treated them so well all this time, but they've now fallen for some dubious scheme of some demon they only just met. Especially that girl Huiwan. It's understandable why Huiwan made such a decision. She's had a difficult time until now. Bullcrap. It's not like you don't know. Paradise will fall soon. And she's still roaming the streets there, not knowing what's going to happen. Just happy over some sword that you gave her. She doesn't look too happy to me. It was her own choice to stay, so she'll have to take responsibility for it. You're the worst. Then why are you taking me with you? Because I could use her help. ... Oh, he's getting punched! Look at his ugly face! Damn! Maybe he needs to get some things done on his face after getting hit by this punch. The prophet who knows the future says that he only gives coins for people who saw the... Saw the red some... No! minor typing mistake. Oh, I love seeing the sharp tooth of Su Young. She's just a cutie. What are you doing? Training? Oh, she changed one of her avatars to look like Dogja because she did not want to punch the real Dogja. Because she loves him. I also wouldn't mind taking some time off. Why? Why me? Right, she can change the faces of the avatars. So, now what? Oh, look at this poor clone Dogja. We'll forget about the scenario for around 3 to 4 days and collect stories by hunting down the hidden pieces. Really? I thought you always focused more on the scenarios. Can you please get that thing out of my sight? Oh no, that's him saying it. Can you please get that thing out of my sight? I think I'll leave it to the others for once. Why don't we go on a date? Pretend like we're regressors for the time being. Hey, hey! Avatar is such a great skill to have. Well, it totally is. I love the Avatar thing. I just love Su Young. The prophet who knows the future says that he only gives coins for people who read the prophecy. Now it's better without typos. Yeah, okay. Dr. Kim's... Oh my god, what? I was joking about them going on a date. I was joking about that. And now it's just called Dr. Kim's Love? They can't just drop that. I was joking about that completely. Those skanks. They fooled me into a... It really covers a lot of things. This arc, Ooh, that's a weird rattling sound. Is it one of the outer gods, like the Lovecraftian guys? Or what is going on? No, this is Doja Kim's Love is just ramen. Dogeza Kim. This is the gate where we saw like the prison guards from, or like the guards from Paradise brought like in some sort of like small time criminal and let him into this place here. Like these are the gates, right? Or it's actually like the Lovecraftian gods. I really like how these are drawn. Like they are super creepy with like all these different colors, but like still using only not like it's black and white, but like with accents and all of these different colors to just show how chaotic it is. Dang, it's such a cool thing. Like all these different details of the different like faces in there. I don't know enough about like Lovecraftian stuff, if that actually is the case. But it's way creepier with the red filter. Oh yeah, with the red filter it actually looks insane too. I really like how it looks with the red filter. Oh, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint art got so much better over the years. And it even started out already good. Like, I would not say that Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint Chapter 1 art was bad. Like, it was already really good art. I would totally read an entire story with the art style and quality that Chapter 1 had. But it's still continued to improve. Oh, look at her shrieking up because of the nightmare. My first guess here would be that Uriel... Oh yeah, the Beyongs. Sorry, Chris. I forgot about activating them after finishing... Tower of God. Whoops. I think that's all of them. That should be all of them. I'm still not entirely sure if who he wants supporting Constellation is Uriel or some other angel. I don't know if we ever got a confirmation for that. Huiwon is called the Judge of Evil, which is like fitting for like the judge thing that Uriel also has going on. So I don't care if it's Uriel or whatever angel is her supporting Constellation, but I feel like her supporting Constellation is showing her the things that are going on there somewhat. When you look at Tower of God or Lookism episode 1, it's actually crazy how much they changed over the years. Totally. Lovecraft created other outer gods and fans and other. I'm lost in that sentence, Devil. Lovecraft created other gods and fans and other created outer gods. Other gods and fans and others created outer gods. Seeing art style getting better over the years, it shows how much artists have grown. Yeah, totally. That's what I feel like in most stories that I read. Like, Lookism, Tower of God, or like when you look at manga, it was even in Fairy Tail when I actively read that. I mean, I'm still reading the 100-year quest. It was in Blue Lock, which I'm reading. It's like in One Piece, if you compare like the start with what's going on now. Like, all these stories, it's so nice to see the developments. Again, the dream of paradise falling into ruin. Lovecraft called them other gods, while everyone else calls them outer gods. But why? Create the concept of outer gods. I'm not too deep into that whole thing. I'm already struggling with Germanic stuff. But yeah. And dream of paradise falling into ruin. Do I keep dreaming the same dream? Because I declined the offer to become the captain of the guards here? Or the sword is a vibrator? Okay, let's continue. Every time I wake up from dreaming, I find the sword Doctor left me crying out. The sword of judgment only cries out when there's evil nearby, but I haven't seen anything that resembles evil. It just sounds more epic, I guess. Wait. Who was Lovecraft? Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft is an author. Like, an actual author in our world. And he wrote like, stories. With, like, the Cthulhu stories and all of that. Cthulhu is not actually a deity, I think, that existed in, like, religion somewhere around the world. But I think it was all made up by H.P. Lovecraft. From the other god to outer god. It's technically a mistranslation. Okay. Anything that resembles evil. Anywhere in the city. Oh my god, it's the guy, it's the deer guy from Beastar, and it's Mothman. It's literally Mothman. We've been abandoned. No, Gil-young. There goes that kid again. Why is he wearing socks that are that high? Those socks are kind of weird, man. Such high socks. Doctors abandoned us all. So we can finally relax. What's the matter with you? You know the reason why main characters abandon their allies? Why? It's because their allies can end up getting in their way. We've been determined to be useless right now. How can you think that he's the main character? Master should be the main character of anyone. This isn't a novel or a webtoon, kid. But these last 4 days have been much too peaceful. All we did during that time was train our skills in our free time. And reflect back on the advice Dogja left us. Yet it's made up with minimal inspiration from IRL religions. Gil-young, you need to make your skills last longer. If you have any coins to spare, I recommend that you buy patience or indomitable persistence. That's personal skills that they can buy, okay. It just sounds good as Outer God, and people misremembered wrong name, which became more famous. Okay, so it's a classic thing, yeah. You can use the auction or ask your supporting constellation for help. We still have no idea who his supporting constellation is, by the way. I have no idea. We have not even seen his like skill screen totally. And I'm wondering why Dogja only made... I understand why he made Yusong his his incarnation. Oh, he can't make Gilyoung his incarnation because Gilyoung already has a supporting constellation. He made Yusong one because Yusong didn't have one for some reason. But Gilyoung already had one, so he couldn't take him. Jihye, you invested too many points into agility. If you have any coins left, spend them to raise your strength or mana. Your fighting style will change drastically depending on what attributes you choose to invest in. Yusong, you should focus on maxing out your taming and advanced inter-species communication. If you need any other taming related skills, I can always help you. Hey, Beastkid, what? Do you know what Dogja used to do? Why do you ask? Thought you'd know since you're his incarnation. Incarnations learn more about the supporting constellation as they grow more in sync with them, right? Dogja is a lonely man. That's just anyone can say. And he also loves to read. Read? When I think of him, I get images of numerous pages. Although I can't really tell what they are, or read what's written in them. That's all I know for now. I haven't even received a stigma yet. Oh no. I didn't mean to lower her spirits. Oh yeah, wow, Cthulhu is a fictional cosmic entity. Just Google it. I always thought it was some old legend or a godlike creature from history. I feel dumb now. Nah, it's just like, you always hear Cthulhu and stuff, or even see it mentioned in stories, but it's been used so oft that people even, like, you believe more that it's actually real. All other gods are based on fear Lovecraft had in the real world. So a lot of other gods have fish-like appearance because Lovecraft feared the ocean. Understandable though, I fear the ocean to a degree, even though I like the ocean as well. Like, I fear it, but I also like it. The army man is at it again. Turn. Oh, who you want? Who you want is there something you worry about? May I? It's nothing. I've been thinking way too much since things have been so peaceful as of late. It's the same for me. Constellation Demonic Judge of Fire is dissatisfied with Hyunsung Lee's action. Constellation Demonic Judge of Fire gives a warning to Master of Steel. Constellation Master of Steel says that it is not something he can intervene in. Huh? Is that all you want to say? I am sure that this peace comes at a cost. Can't blame him. Have you seen deep water fish? Those things are aliens. Totally. You must believe that Dogja left us here for a reason. The kind of person he is. It's up to us to find that reason. Cthulhu is actually pretty weak, but he became the most famous because of all the media. So, do you think Cthulhu is the strongest constellation though, because of all the fame his story got? Or maybe he saw the real gods out there. Huh. Give us back the scenarios! Give them back! We want to move on to the next floor! Oh, there's a protest going on. Protesters? In paradise? Why is it that they want to go back to participating in the scenarios? These two are from Gumho Station. I'm not part of the protest. Hold on, everyone. Calm down and take a step back. Compared to other outer gods? This is too much. He's strong, but not the strongest in Lovecraft. Okay. But how about an ORV? Because stories are power. He's still a great old one. This is too much. We're on official duty. Please do not interfere. I just happened to be passing by. Daeyoung! Wait, she isn't a protester! What should we do with that woman? Leave her. We had orders from the Lord. She's a protester. She started running away the moment we started chasing her. Anyone would start running away if you started chasing them. Why would she run if she has done nothing wrong? Come on, it's the most stupid shit that police or guard people say. Her crimes will soon be revealed. We don't have time to waste. Take them away. No, Dokkaebi are just streamers. Maybe a fable constellation. I guess Cthulhu is at least Cthulhu is at least a fable constellation. Like, Cthulhu should be a very, very strong fable constellation. Because there's no way that this thing is just historic. Her crimes will soon be revealed. We don't have time to waste. Take them away. And Dokkaebis are... Every great old one is at least myth level. Probably, more likely, because those guys are just way too powerful. And Dokkaebi I think Dokkaebi are strong, but also like just commentators. I don't necessarily think that Dokkaebis are fighters. I think like they are just like the moderators, the commentators and streamers and stuff. Take them away. I said wait! All the Lord has ordered us to leave you alone. We will arrest you if you interfere with us again. Main scenario 9. Still a lot of question marks. I wonder, but why run? Am I so intimidating? Don't you see my lovely smile? I'm really interested in seeing what this thing is going to be revealed as, because I feel like it's obviously being hidden because it's like secret and it's hard to solve what it actually is. But like when it gets revealed, I feel like it will be a big reveal. And I actually need to go to the toilet really quick, so I'm going to take a short break. Let me read this last message before I go. Lovecraft involves infinity and bigger infinity, so it's confusing for a lot of people. Cthulhu is too powerful, but when you power scale in the concept of infinity, it becomes confusing. Yeah, that's what happens with all of power scaling. At a certain point, you just don't understand how power scaling works. I have returned. I have returned. Oh, God. My stomach was really killing me right now. I don't know if it was the blue cheese that I ate, but like my stomach was killing me. Hello, Beatrice. Okay, let's see what you guys wrote here. Was there anything illegal going on? Maybe the army? Okay. I don't know, I feel like we'll eventually fight Dokubis to stop the scenarios or so, that's why I'm asking. No idea. Power scaling is so confusing, like I feel dumb whenever someone talks about them. I tried to get deeper into power scaling, but at some point these numbers go crazy. Like everything until like you destroy like mountains or even countries or continents kind of makes sense, but once you get into like planet, moon, big planets, galaxy, multiverse, and all of these things, I don't know how anything of that even works. I don't remember if Great Old One is actually a title Lovecraft came up with or not. You know, no streamer equals no constellation sees to stream equals no need for scenarios anymore. That's only if the Dokubis are the streamer. But you know, there's the star stream. And the star stream is led by someone, and if that's the person who's leading them is not the Dokubi king that we have heard of already, like in one of the earlier chapters, like if it's being led by something completely different, that would mean that even if the Dokubis all disappeared, the star stream would still continue. And just a new thing would exist that to replace the Dokubis. I have to reread Lovecraft mythology again to jog my memories. Fighting Dokubi would be hard. I mean, they kind of control the scenario and probability and stuff. I don't think they would go against Dokubi soon, maybe towards the end. Technically a racist, but man, a great concept. A lot of people in the olden times were racist. I think in Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, the authors swapped the hierarchy between Outer God and Great Old One in the title. Outer God is more a catch-all for all Lovecraftian gods. He doesn't use it often, if I remember, but I think you can find it if you search up. His cat is famous one, can't even type its name. I'll hope that the author is just someone that got some prophet type skill and knew the future. I don't know, it doesn't feel right. The dog just sees them as characters and I hope they are real, I don't know. They are 100% characters. But there's still like the big question of how the world got fused together. Like Dogja's world and the story world, because they were two separate worlds. Because if Jumyok existed, then other people would know about them. Like Jumyok was like Yu Jumyok was a professional gamer, so at least like somebody like Gil-Yong should know him, because Gil-Yong is like your normal standard younger boy, like teenage boy, and those guys are into gaming. Obviously, it's kind of like stereotypical, and I think that he might be a gamer, but like maybe I was into esports and all that at that point. Let's not risk. Hello. Okay. I thought the Star Stream was made by the Dokubi King. I don't know. The prophet who knows the future says that you should read the prophecy to know. I have theories, but I don't want to say it. Can we get a hand mark here for me to think about? Who of you guys has read the novel, and who of you guys is Webtoon only? Her crimes will soon be revealed. We don't have time to waste. Take them away. I said wait! No, he can't lie because it's his attribute. It's his attribute. You can't lie about the attribute. 300 something chapters for you. That's still like a good chunk in, yeah. Start novel, but I'm behind the webtoon. Novel here. All the Lord has ordered us to leave you alone. We will arrest you if you interfere with us again. Just look at those twisted evil eyes, by the way. Holy sheesh. All the novel for you, me. Arrest me? It's no use, lady. They won't listen. That's the law of paradise. So mostly novel people. Even Devil is like deeper into the novel. Because we are like at chapter 170, 160 or something. So you are at least like until we reach like chapter 350 in the webtoon, your novel knowledge, right? Yeah. Fury stuff, yeah. But Matcha, you can still read the novel technically. I can even send you a document. I have a document for a novel, which I'm thinking about reading once I'm caught up for the webtoon. Yes, Matcha, there is a side story, but the side story is more like a sequel because like it plays after the end of Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, and it already has over 200 chapters apparently. And for a side story or an epilogue to just have 200 chapters, yeah, that is just a sequel. Novel finished. Novel completed, except expected the side stories. Webtoon only here, but I have some novel info. Okay, Jordan. To have official English translations. Where would you even find official English translations? So my theories might contain some spoilers, so I don't want to say anything. I got it, devil. Got it, devil. There's also the other webtoon, technically. You mean The World After the Fall? But they're only very loosely connected, right? That's what I heard, at least, with when I asked people without wanting to be spoiled too much. With people, I probably mean you guys. I even forgot who I asked. Well, where will they be taken to? Underground dungeon, I guess. The underground dungeon? Yes, no one is allowed to enter except for the guards. Whatever it is they did, no one ever returned from there. Mom? It's about other chars. Maybe about the girl that sees the future. What was her name? You mean... Wasn't it also Anna Croft? Do you mean Anna Croft? So don't know. Didn't read it yet, so don't know. Not technically connected, I think. No, are we going to adopt another girl? Are we going to adopt yet another girl? Paradise? Paradise? It's more like propaganda hell. I think they are connected, but you don't need to read each other to understand them, at least for now. Yeah. You will, yeah, Anna Croft's probably like later game part, at least like after half of the story. I guess we now know what we need to do. There it goes, the mission triggered for them. Look at those guys already. The two, even if like they're all children, even Jihye is a child technically. Yes, she's a teenager, but like Jihye is 17, and those two are like what, 13? I would guess that. Do we know? Are they like 11 or are they like 13? What's the age range here? Well, After the Fall. It is a good read, but I don't know about copyrights. I don't know if you can stream it. I mean, technically, it's freely available on Webtoon. It's not like one of those daily pass tickets or something. 12, I think. So I should be able to read Well After the Fall technically after this one. 11, 12. Looks like this is going to be pretty big. Wonder if we'll be okay on our own. I'm sure Dr. left since he trusted us to take care of it. He is probably taking on something bigger himself. He always did. That's right. He must be fighting some monsters with a serious look on his face. He must have gone ahead in order to protect us. Maybe red filter will be enough. Most likely. It's enough for most of the things. We're going to cut over to Doctor doing something incredibly goofy after this. I can already know it. We should take care of this on our own. We can't just keep relying on Doctor for everything. He's driving a Lamborghini? What the fuck? I don't swear a lot, but like, what the fuck? Man, we sure are living it up. Doctor, why didn't you do this earlier? I know, right? I got this artifact by clearing a hidden scenario. SSS grade Ferrari. Okay, it's a combination between Ferrari and Lamborghini because copyright issues, I guess. You can't just say brands. By the way, guys, it's for items. I know for constellations and for like skills, there are like tiers of like historical, fable, mythical, and then there's also like for skills, it goes like from general, rare, like general, uncommon, rare, heroic, mythical, some stuff like that. But like for weapons, do weapons and like items go from F to triple S? Triple S is the highest we have seen so far. So I would guess that the items go from F to triple S. Car scene, it was so funny when reading. It's completely out of nowhere, and randomly there's this car now. That scene is coming. I'm gonna shut my ears. What you mean? By mass production maker, also known as Mr. Beast, who apparently is inside of a controversy right now. Triple S is the highest. It's at least the highest we have seen for multiple times now. This is what it's like being a special regressor. Jung-Yuk, that punk. He must have been enjoying the sweet life while I was struggling with scenarios. And not walking anymore. I refuse to live like a sucker anymore! I will live selfishly for myself from now on! Woo! That's what I've been doing all this time though. F-rank items in the start. Yeah. Doctor, why don't you say something too? It's not every day that we get to do something like this. He's right. Back in real life, I would always work overtime and use public transportation since I couldn't afford to buy a car. Damn, the boy had a hard life. The code doctor, where the calculator also make. Yeah, I remember that it's the same person. Just below Constellation Artifact, I think. Oh yeah, that was like something Constellation grade. Higher grade weapons. Doctors first saw they said it was higher than letter grade. Was it just like was it just called a Constellation Artifact then? Is that what like Devil also talked about? Was this sword already a Constellation Artifact? Look at them smiling. Gulp. I'm the main character! The main character. Main character. Main character. I regret it already. Constellation, the Demonic Judge of Fire hovers letter than Constellation. Okay, so it's F, E, D, C, B, A, S, 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 and then Constellation. Broken Faith have such an interesting lore. Soo-young's face, her. Yeah, I just want to say, it should be her, right? Unless it's... Yes. Constellation Prison of the Golden Headband contemplates switching to a different channel. Abyssal Black Flame Dragon is taken aback by her cringiness. If even Abyssal Black Flame Dragon is cringing at you. Anyway, things should be heating up in Paradise right now. Given the plot of the original novel, I know that they'd be just fine on their own. I'm surprised things are going so smoothly. At this rate, I'll clear the scenario in no time. Stop staring at me. Oh, look at those two cuties. Top embarrassing moment for Dogja, totally. Ding! An enormous fate is hoping for your death. Oh, right, I forgot that Dogja is like us for real, I kind of forgot the fact that we learned last week that Dogja apparently is going to die. And like the woman of fate from like Olympus also like confirmed that it's going to happen. What? Come on, I was really enjoying myself. What the hell? Be quiet. Enormous fate is hoping for your death. And it keeps on popping up. Every time he closes this pop-up message, he deletes it. Big Edgelord, shame on you, Dragon. It was so epic. A fate message? 3 times in a row? Oh, because it's like the 3 ladies of fate, right? That's why it pops up 3 times. What's going on? Someone's read my fate. Fate? Damn it. Has a fate message ever appeared 3 times in a row in the original novel? Wait, I think I've heard of that before. Isn't it something like Future Vision? It's similar, but not exactly. While Future Vision peers into a possible future, fate is the power that enforces that possible future on its targets. Let's say I put my foot down on the accelerator. If you use Future Vision to look 1 second ahead, my car will be running, right? But if I knew that information, I could choose to force myself not to step on the accelerator by any means necessary. But it's different when it comes to fates. If someone ends up learning that Dr. Kim will step on the accelerator, that fate will be forced on me unless it's withdrawn or actualized. So you end up stepping on the actual accelerator eventually. Yes, but doesn't it create probability issues? From what you said, it seems this fate thing called fate has the power to interfere with the scenarios. This Dr. Death arc is gonna be a turning point for the story. Like so many other arcs before, right? This story just keeps on turning around. Who could wield such a power? The only being who can read someone's fate are the Great Nebulae. And I don't know, I hope he actually drew those cards while explaining. He totally did. He totally did. The Great Nebulae. I would guess that Asgard, like the Norse pantheon, is like a Great Nebulae. Olympus is a Great Nebulae. Then I don't know if Chinese, Japanese, Korean are like, I don't think Korean is considered a Great Nebulae. Maybe in Japan, but maybe not in this story. Feels like forced plot in the story. You can't avoid. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I guess maybe, like, obviously Eden with Christianity is a Great Nebulae. I don't know about, like, Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism, or all of, like, these things that you know a bit more about. I don't even know about Islam. I don't know if that thing also is like a Great Nebulae. Huh? Rubble. Doctor, that fate notification that you got, what did it exactly say? It said that I'd die. A humanoid form. It's different from the other weak monsters I faced until now. Damn it, you should have told me that earlier. It was weird how things were going so smoothly. Ooh, who's dashing at him? I guess it could be Juniok trying to get him away from wherever he is. Smell of wine? Dr. Kim, you are an incarnation of Dionysus. An incarnation of Dionysus? I have a message to relay to you. Vedas are the Hindu one who you already met. But it's, Hinduism is the Vedas one, right? Deva, Asgard, and other big pantheons. But, like, are these, like, big nebulas? I don't know, like, they are the high nebula. I remember that they're nebula, but I don't know if, like, the separation between high nebula and, like, nebula. This guy doesn't look like a Korean person. I thought, like, this Dark Castle thing and this Paradise section, which they now arrived at, was only for Korea, but are they connected to other domes with it? Deva and Vedas are the same, okay. Oh, I guess the Egyptian one would also be a high nebula. It's connected to other worlds. An incarnation of Dionysus. I have a message to relay to you. Are you here to tell me that I'm going to die? Oh, did you know? Were you the ones who read my fate? Well, it was Olympus that read your fate. But if you're asking if I'm one of them, you're wrong. Does it mean Olympus split apart? You sure are smart. Things are happening faster than they did in the original novel. The split within Olympus should have happened after the 10th scenario was over. And we're only in the 9th scenario right now. Example was Reinhard was from another planet. Oh, right. So this place is like many people from different scenarios, from different worlds got to this place. Like the first floor of like the Dark Castle was still inside of Korea and Earth. But like the second floor is like intertwined with other worlds and many domes probably and all of that. It's a public server unlike previous private server. Not just Olympus. There are constellations who are after you. They are very big and powerful. Why are they after me? Stronger constellations tend to be scared more easily. They're afraid of the influence you yield. But I'm just a newbie constellation. Well, that is true. But the scenario that just began on Earth is very special. Some constellations believe that this is the scenario that we've all been waiting for. And you showed up to partake in that important scenario. I don't know how, but I must be a nuisance to them. Yes, how could you not? You are much less affected by the probability restrictions than the other constellations. Damn, hope the ping is okay. Probably. On top of that, you are strong already, and your power is growing much faster than the other incarnations. So some nebulae believe that you must either join them or be removed completely. Why are you telling me this? Because I like your story. Huh? Me and a few other constellations. Oh, so this guy also already became a constellation. Believe that you have the potential to reach the... Wait, let me join a Discord call to use sound effects. Let me go in my private voice chat. Can you hear this? Me and a few other constellations believe that you have the potential to reach... It's an incarnation of a constellation. Yes, he's Avatar. He's speaking through him. Oh, it's Dionysus speaking through him. It could also be to reach God, to reach the end, to reach the epilogue, to reach whatever. It could be a lot. Only because it's 2 dots doesn't mean it's 2 words. It doesn't mean it has to be anything. A person, a place. So I was thinking that his shine was like, even if you are an incarnation of a constellation, you can still become a constellation yourself, right? Because once you earn 5 stories, you become a constellation. Or you can become a constellation. And when you become a constellation, even though you are an incarnation of another constellation, this is 100% censored for Dogja, yes. There have been things that have been censored for Dogja. Nope. I thought like an incarnation can become a constellation, and like if then that constellation, even like you say they can't be if you have a sponsor. I thought they could. Like if you become a constellation, like earn the stories, it just means that all that you do also gets pushed to the constellation. Dogja told Soo-young earlier. I remember that he said something about... Oh yeah, he said she can't become a constellation anymore, but what do they do instead? Like, they can still earn stories, right? And these stories make them more powerful. But like, the power of the stories only partially goes to them and mainly goes to the constellation? So not even Dogja knows what he's saying. Kinda crazy. It's because story are tied the constellations and not yours fully. He's talking about beep. So they're tied to the constellation, but like if you earn a new story, like that story belongs to you earned it, but it belongs to your constellation, I guess. But you still get the power up from earning that story. Dang, she's Harry Pottering this shit. We're going invisible. Since we can't break into the underground dungeon all at once, we should all look for ways to sneak in. Thanks to Uria's hermit's cloak, I was able to make it inside easily. It seems that I'm the only one who's made it inside for now, but how deep are they going down? Although they're criminals, is it necessary to imprison them so deep underground? Because, for example, Huiwon killing 41st Shin Yu-sung most likely gave her a story, but she did it only because of the stigmas from Uria. You're still strong, but you cannot become a constellation. I mean, it's a lot of work for the guards too. Alright, we'll put them here, there, and move off. Everyone, get in! No, please! What on earth is this place? This is the prison? It's so dark that I would have gotten lost if I didn't have my night vision skill. Damn, she got night vision. I mean, yes, I think everyone's... They should all see that. Like, see? Right there, she's completely invisible. And then she takes off the hood somewhat. So people should be able to see the things that are not covered by the hood. String number cannot be a constellation. There doesn't seem to be any basic living facilities or even toilets. Where's the food? What is this place? What are you trying to do with us? Hello? Isn't anyone here? Anyone? Everybody, run! Ooh, we got the dead cats. Help me! Ah! Ah! Could we once save the woman? She's slashing through them. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Dang! Okay, so they turned humans into demons. That's what this is looking like right now. That the humans turned into demons. If constellations are gods, the incarnations can only become demigods. They are powerful, but not gods. What is this? This is... But you see the dog is crying because they can still feel like they're somewhat human emotions and they're experiencing pure terror and like fear and literally crying because they don't want to do this. They are in pain every time they have to hurt another human. Yeah, incarnations can become more powerful in constellations. Like Yunchok, yeah. And there's no saying a demigod can compete with a god. Hercules, yeah. It can't be. Oh, it's the breeding ground, and it's a tree, because of like the like this weird flower that Reinheit is like flourishing. Dang, one looks uglier than the last. This is paradise? What's that? Don't come this way. Whoosh. Swing, swing. Dang, look at those lines. He's in the zone. You're here, Archangel's incarnation. Is it Reinheit? Oh, it's Reinheit himself. Perpetual motion. Yeah, that was the name. Did you finally decide to become the captain of the guards here? Did she tell him that she's like the incarnation of an archangel? Or did he find it out through his own incarnation, like his own constellation? He does have a constellation, right? I think. Okay. Also, wait, let me actually type this down up as a message to appear on chat. Not this one. Let me go here, text file, ideas. Let's change it to Sitka because I like the Sitka script. Sitka small and bold. Let's make it black color. Let's give it an outline. Where's the outline option? There's outline in white. Make it 10 big. Let's call it, if you have ideas for redeems using your points as a constellation, please tell me. And then I need to make it tiny. Actually need to put it like this. Then I need to make it tiny. It doesn't have a constellation. Well, probably got around, or he has some kind of inside skill. Let me put that in this corner here. I have some info about the outer god, but would be really late game stuff. Okay. Next chapter. By the way, what I mean with that is like if to influence like the future D&D project and stuff, Like sending things like, oh, giving inspiration to one of the incarnations, giving the incarnation money, giving an incarnation something, maybe healing the incarnation. Any sort of idea, if you have any context for D&D, or if maybe you just think about what be interesting if an incarnation could give it, like if a constellation could give it to incarnation, you can tell me that in the stream here. Or if we share a Discord server, you can also tell me that in... I don't want to flood... I don't want to take over Haku's Discord server. So if we share a Discord server, you can privately message me suggestions. You're here, Archangel Incarnation. You finally decided to become the captain of the guard, dear. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint. Dr. Kim's laugh. I still wonder, like, it's called Dr. Kim laugh, but we still have not seen that much about love. How can you say that after having created a place like that? Look at that, they're all smiling, right? Paradise? A place where we are free from the scenarios? If you want to kill me, go ahead. I was going to, even if you didn't say that. Personal skill Time of Judgment has been activated. The constellation of the Absolute Good Alignment are contemplating your request. Why? Is there like some... is there like something we don't see why he's doing that? What? They're contemplating it? If you kill me, Paradise will be ended. I knew that you suspected it to a certain extent. No, I'm sure you already knew. The constellations of the Absolute Good Alignment have left the decision to who you want John. That there is no such thing as a perfect paradise. Cute smiles. Yeah, you can DM them to me. The very obvious fact of a life that shadows lurk. The very obvious fact of life that shadow lurks where beauty exists. I didn't know. I would be lying if I said I didn't, but this wasn't what I was expecting. What are you trying to achieve with the monsters that you're breeding? Will you conquer Dark Castle? I won't do anything. They are no more than nutrients for paradise. Is he actually dealing them out as food for the people living there? It can't be. This tree. Don't you find it strange that demons don't attack this place when the rest of Dark Castle is full of them? Don't you wonder how Dark Castle came to be infested with so many demons? Ah! Help me! And this is like some sort of horrific scream that I can't even make out. So he is creating demons, right? Look, look, look. Oh, is this how he's spawning the Perpetuum Mobile? I would find it strange. Isn't Reinheit... You said you... do you want to say, well, I wouldn't find it strange? Because I did not wonder it. It's just I just thought like, well, they're spawned for a scenario. It's just that demons were put there, right? It's just how it is. I didn't question it. Gluck. Thrup, thrup, thrup. And he's giving birth to one of the demons. Half of the citizens in paradise were demons too. The tree that creates demons. Perpetual motion. That's the mother, right? That I'm not entirely sure because I'm suffering from face blindness, but that is the mother of the girl, right? From Gumho Station. It was paradise where all demons were created. Once every month, the demons that were born here are released. There's a limit to how many of them we can hold here. How could you do such a thing? Someone had to. Life goes on for even losers of the scenario. Somebody had to create a place for them. Yes, I would be like, okay, sure, some demons are actually nice. Yeah, it's the mother. Yeah, I understand like that judging without knowing is wrong. Like, you're called a demon. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're evil, right? It doesn't mean. But, like... Is it? If you really wanted to help them, you should have helped them carry on with the scenarios. The enemy in the next scenario isn't someone we can defeat. This is not the mom, I believe, because there is a different face. I'm not sure. We can figure this out after I finish the chapter. We can scroll a bit back. Do you know what's waiting for us upstairs? It's not a matter of what it is that's waiting for us. And even if we clear the next scenario, there'll always be another one waiting for us. But we can keep fighting, can't we? She didn't have freckles. It's a scenario. There must be an end to it. End of the arc spoiler. Okay. Okay, we just continue reading this arc. If we keep honing our skills and collecting stories, do you really believe that we'll be able to clear all the scenarios? Do you think peace will come when we achieve that? Has anyone ever managed to reach the end of the scenarios? Demons don't have to be evil, yeah. But there are constellations. Constellations? They exist outside of the scenarios. They exist outside of the scenarios. That would mean that there's a way for us to escape the scenarios as well, right? Reinhard is from another planet, so it would be like, oh, so demons on your planet is just like something like humans or our planet. I don't know, but much. I'm not entirely sure if Reinheit was born as a demon or if he became a demon. I'm still not sure about that. There was a time when I used to believe that, because we know that people can become demons. Why do you think that the constellations are beings who cleared all the scenarios? Constellations are also in a scenario of their own. Constellations are also in a scenario of their own? Is that just his guess or is that true? And is this secretive plotter? Whether it's their 76th or 84th, they're all working on a scenario. But that's what I would be thinking at this point of the story, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a bit hard. It's true. Just like us. Then constellations are just powerful beings who were born while partaking in a scenario. They're not gods. They're not almighty beings. No one has ever reached the end of the scenarios. This world is a never-ending hell. Is it though? I mean, Twissa has an ending. Demons are evil alignment, naturally, so it's better to be on guard. Can you guys help me? Dokja's bully became a demon, right? Was Dokja's bully somebody who became a demon because he ate human flesh? Welcome, Coral Leopard. Welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day, and it's only going to get nicer reading some more Omniscient Reader's viewpoint with me. Spoiler? Spoiler? He touched the meteorite that grants him power. What do you mean spoiler, Oikura? I thought it was mentioned already how Dokja's bully turned into a demon. But it was mentioned that some people turned into demons because they committed cannibalism. And I guess Dokja's bully was because he touched a meteorite? Maybe others can become demons when, like, a demon lord takes interest in them or something? I have good demons. It would be like, oh yeah, okay, he good. Demonic act may turn you into demon. I don't know if that's what. He's not a demon yet. But he was like this werewolf. He was not a werewolf. He was like this wolf kind of being. The cannibalism is true too, but not sure if he is. Dokja's bully was the doggo, right? Yeah, he was one of the doggos. That's why I couldn't help but create this place called Paradise. I don't think that's spoilers, Oikura. Like, that stuff I remember from reading. Like, that they could at least become demonic creatures, like Devil says, from doing something inhumane. Like, committing these utterly evil deeds. I think that was explained over the story so far. But Paradise will fall if I don't do anything. The number of humans is decreasing, while the demonic species are growing in number. We lack the resources for the upkeep of the land. You could keep this place going for the next 10 years, since you were chosen by the Archangel, and someone who became a constellation like Doja Kim could keep this land alive for the next 200 years at least. Do you think I say yes to something like that? With your help, we won't need to punish our people who have been charged with misdemeanors for a while. Even I don't know if it's a spoiler. You could help save the lives of thousands, if not millions. I only remember that he's a doggo now, and I think he died. Did Dogja kill him somehow? I don't. Dogja did not kill him because Dogja was still king of no killing back then, right? I think Suyong killed him. A humanoid demon. I think Dogja did not kill him, but overcome his trauma. Suyong killed him. Dogja said, like, you can kill him if you want to. And then Suyong kills him and gets, like, the notification of, like, Demon King of... I don't know what specification it was, which Demon King was. Like, Demon King of something is now chasing you or after you. And Suyong was acting all like, why didn't you tell me that this would happen? That was basically the scenario that I remember. You could help save the lives of thousands, if not millions. That's a big jump from thousands to millions. The constellation of the absolute good alignment are looking at you. If my death could save millions of lives, that would be the just and righteous thing to do, right? Maybe they noticed by Demon King. But what about my life? What did my life even for? You're good with the sword, Huiwan. You're the most unforgiving among us when it comes to injustice, especially when it comes to those who abuse their power. You always put yourself in the front line of our battles, and you never once complained about things being difficult. These are the things I can tell about you, because you kept participating in the scenarios. That is the very reason why I think we should keep taking part in the scenarios. Dogja must not have given up even when he knew the truth behind the scenario. I've killed many people. I may have been waiting for a chance to atone for myself. But I made those choices because I wanted to keep on living. I want to continue living. There's the red aura. He's going judge mode. Hold it! Hold it! By the way, can you hear those soundboard sounds that when I do them? Even if a lot of people end up dying because of my choices. Follows Demon King, so killing them makes Demon King notice you. Yes. And just learn to live with the fact you can't die here. No, you really must die. You must become the nutrient that supports paradise. You hear them. Nice. There. And there comes Johnson. Huion! Smash! The two words Huion smash, in that order, you can use them in multiple ways. Huion, smash. Huion, smash. Huion, smash! Come on, why did you have to go off on your own again? Dang, look at this! This getup from Hyunsung looks different. We have two Pokemon trainers, one ship summoner, one angel deity, and one Iron Man. Everyone. Partial transformation, yeah. It looks like I'll be able to obtain a lot of nutrients. Oh, is he going to open his eyes and they're going to look all creepy? Ooh. Me and a few other constellations believe that you'll be able to reach, you know, you're going to reach... That's the wrong one. You're going to reach... I gotta get better at those sound effects. What did he mean by what he just said? I don't know. How could you see a word like smash in this family-friendly channel? No! Hulk smash! It just depends on how you... That just shows how you are thinking, Wandering Devil, good sir. Because smash just means to destroy something, right? If you throw a vase on the ground, you smash the vase. If you smack very hard on your table, you smash on the table. Oh, Hulk's poor girlfriend. You don't? Was what he said censored for you as well? It probably has something to do with the end of all the scenarios. That's why it must have been censored. That aside, what will you do about your fate? Seeing how a constellation from Olympus came to warn you in person, it really does seem dangerous. Didn't you get to hear anything in detail? Did he just say that you'd die? Maybe you can say beep when the squares appear. Well, Incarnation Dr. Kim will be driven to death by the being he loves the most. Do you even have something like that? The being he loves the most. Must be a person, right? You could say that I don't? I see. Then shouldn't that fate be withdrawn? Huh? Why are you so happy? Or maybe you end up developing feelings for someone? Are you someone who falls in love easily at first sight? It's never happened before, but it's not completely impossible. It's just a possibility though. As a devil I follow the trait of degenerate person. Doctor actually said it was censored. Yeah. The fate was so powerful that the message was repeated 3 times. This is confusing. Will they end up falling in love with someone? It's possible that it could mean something else. What? Fate isn't something that's supposed to be taken literally. Prophecies are never told in a straightforward manner where you can understand it right away. They're usually full of symbols and metaphors. Then that leaves me with 3 questions. 1. There must be a reason why it referred to you as an incarnation. Incarnation? You're a constellation now. Then you could be considered already dead as an incarnation. Hey, that kind of makes sense. You're indeed a writer. That's some good interpretation. 2. The expression, being he loves the most, could very well be a metaphor. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. And the 3rd question is the meaning behind the word death. It could not be referring to death in the literal sense. Then what? When you think a person is considered dead. No! 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 A person is dead when they're forgotten. A person doesn't die when their life comes to an end. It's only when the last person who remembers them also dies. When the last memory of the person dies, that is when somebody is actually considered dead. Yes, One Piece. Here's a cute scene that was cut from the novel. By the way, I looked at Han Soo-young and wondered if she was a good person. I was very grateful for her thinking about all these possibilities for me. Watching Han Soo-young, her lashes seemed unusually long because of the lingering twilight. It turned out that this person was quite pretty. In fact, Han Soo-young was a bit young, but her looks weren't bad. Wait a minute. What was I thinking right now? I had to be careful. Maybe I would be hit by Han Soo-young if I did something wrong. Honestly, this person would stab me without any hesitation. In fact, she already stabbed me once. Yeah, so I totally get where he's coming from. I saw Han Soo-young for the first time and I was like, dang, she pretty. Their life comes to an end when their heart stops and they no longer breathe. I've experienced it a few times. The doctor has to write a book about himself to become immortal. Just kidding. He is smash. Now I understand why you dread something like Twister over and over again. Don't you even read comics? There's a cliche line for times like these. When does someone truly... Oh, they're actually referencing this One Piece thing. But why are they doing it with that line? It's when they are erased from people's memories. The One Piece! The One Piece is real! Yeah, I still wonder why they say comics instead of manga or manhwa. Because you probably forgot about him too, huh? I did not forget about him. I remember him as like the character who was like a co-worker of Dogja and Sang-a. He killed that demon when Dogja didn't do it, and because of that he got like the wrath of one of the demon kings on him. Then he was together with what's his name? Inho Chon or something, the Insider. And then he was never seen before again, like for 150 plus chapters or something. It's when they are erased from people's memories. But that's just in manga. It was just an example, idiots. It's the same in the Star Stream. A constellation dies when its existence is forgotten by all beings. It could be something akin to that. But why would people forget about me? Do they end up getting mass amnesia or something? Maybe you'll be forgotten in a different sense. What else could it mean? Dr. Kim. The dead can't remember anything. But even if Jihye, Gilyong, Yusong, Huiwon, and Hyunsong die, there's still other people who remember him. No spoilers, slight spoiler. Okay, I read those bottom messages, so I'm not going to look up anymore. Could it be... Oh, they're fighting with the bug! And he's not partially transformed anymore. Okay, I thought he died. We have no idea about him, Matcha Boy. Should we head back? We'll be too late. It will take us 3 days to get back. Even if we go as fast as we can, it will take us more than a day. It will be fine. Right about now, someone at Dark Castle achieved transcendence for the first time in the scenario. Isn't it Junior? It must be Junior, right? The strongest ally they could have asked for should be with them. What's that? Huh? There comes the music for the protagonist. The protagonist appeared in a late fashion, like he always does. It's about time he should start acting like the main character. Although he wouldn't know that I sent him there. You've hidden yourself very well. This really is like protagonist appearing in music. But where is Dr. Kim? This man always has MC entrances, totally. Okay, we still got a few more chapters. But where is Dr. Kimos? Protagonist entry. Oh, look at them flirting in the car. He's sleeping and she's all like, boop, 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 boop. Slice. Master! I asked where Dr. Kim was. What do you need him for? He's in danger. What? He's already left 4 days ago. What do you mean he's in danger? Are you sure you're not mistaken? He's not the one in danger. We are. Almighty rock attack. Yeah, it even took out the Tyrant King. Who I still wonder if he's going to return to some degree. I mean, we did see Namhoon again in like the Hell arc. So I'm wondering if like Tyrant King is also still somehow going to reappear. I would be totally fine with him not reappearing again. But I'm still wondering this like in the back of my head. His protagonist aura shines even though Doctor is now the protagonist. Yeah, Doctor said it himself. He's the main character! I'll explain once we get out of here. I didn't realize how dire things were. Crack. I wonder how she's going to, like, Junhyok's sister is going to interact with Gilyong and Yusong. She's younger than them, right? I think she's a bit younger than them. We'll escape through the roof. 100 stab godly fists. Look at him not even pulling out his sword. Mini Yoon. Look at those things. Dang, I can totally see this in anime with like, even though he's like dominating these things here, I can totally see in anime them pulling off like some super cool choreography with him martial arts moving through all of these monsters. I'm gonna punch that MF. Yumiya always looks bored, no matter the situation. She got that from her big brother. He always looks angry, she always looks bored. With his bare hands? No, Huiwon, those are not bare hands. Those are human hands. A little joke. I thought that we might not have made it out of here. There. Let's head up. Wait, it's too steep for the children to climb. I'll make some steps, so climb up using that. They're God Fist hands. Yeah, God Fist hands. That's kind of scary for you as a devil, right? God and devil. Steps made of monsters. What a bother. This is quite unexpected. Are you the incarnation Jung Yog-yu? What? He's still not dead? I guess I shouldn't have expected the second strongest ranker of Dark Castle to die from a pile of rocks falling on him. You can't come with us. I'm sorry? Shh. Why? Huh? Why is he two finger pushing Yusong down? Yusong! What the hell do you think you're doing? You better join her. Huh? Ah! The rocks failed. No. God is an old pal of mine. Dang. So you're Lucifer? Is that your true name? Lucifer? On the other hand, God is scary. Like, guy, where does he get all the crazy shit from? I feel like Dogja does everything now, but somehow this guy gets all the crazy shit and still is strong, if not strong in the Dogja. He waited for the kids to climb, and only then he knocked them down. Yeah. What was that just now? Could it be monsters? Transmission is OP. It's fine, the guards will take care of them. So don't worry. What was that? What's going on? God is weaker than God. That's a weird sentence to read. The things that aren't a part of scenario are also stories. I once tried to protect this place in accordance with Reinheit's beliefs. Paradise will fall soon. I'm sorry? Find something you can protect with your own strength and defend that. Look at all those chicken. Oh my god. Why are they attacking us? Lord Reinheit! Where's Lord Reinheit? Guards! Yeah, this is just a massacre. But I still wonder, why did he push down the children? No, not her. Jungyuk is protecting a girl here? Because she reminds him of his sister again, or why? Being a regressor is extremely broken, especially when he can receive skills from his previous regressions through transmission. Oh right, that was what transmission was. That was what transmission was. Transferring skills from his old runs to his new one. Lucifer's old internet, old name, IRL. Also does hidden scenarios. Yeah, we just don't see them. No, he's just the main character. He got plot armor. There's no need to worry, people. Lord Reinhard! My lord? Oh my god, look at the plant, man. Plants versus zombies. Your old internet name, yeah. It truly turned into Plants versus Zombies. He's like a bug. Ew. Mr. Jung Yog-yu, will you fight with me? Protect this paradise with me. Ah! A monster! Monster! Help me! And they're squishing the flowers. Oh, look at him. People even tied flowers into his hair. Reminds me of some things, but I don't remember what. It reminds you about your time that you played together with, No, that wasn't you. It was Mephisto. Mephisto played together with Faust. But you're not Mephisto. Oh, it's you, Heindel. Ah, good. I needed some energy for recovery. Plants vs. Zombies brings some good old memories. It totally does. Very good handy game times. The Demon of the Parade after the transformation. The Demon of the Parade after the transformation. Demon of the Parade. I don't remember that, I think. I feel bad for Reinheit. Why? There's no reason to feel bad for Reinheit. Where's your Demon of Paradise after the transformation? Demons of Paradise after the transformation? But they all are like weird monster, demon, animal hybrids together with... Oh, he is the pure evil guy, Matcha. He's a victim of the harsh scenarios. He's a little bitch who's too scared to continue the scenarios and is trying to play God in his own little universe for as long as he can. Have a thing going on, and the boys came in to mess the things up. I mean, can you tell me that what he's doing is good? He's still sacrificing thousands upon thousands of lives just for him to not continue and save his own ass. That guy is pure evil. He doesn't care about any of the humans living there. They're just nutrients. You're supposed to be protecting this place. What are you doing? That was before you showed up, but it's already over. For Paradise. My lord. Lord, my foot, that's just a monster. I didn't see another way. There's always another way. And I don't know. The nutrient is for Paradise, to be exact. If he actually worked together with all the strong people, actually fought together with them to regularly keep this place safe from the demons. Like he said, like the number of demons is decreasing in all that because they keep on killing them, right? So wouldn't that mean that the freaking demons would one day just be gone? If they continue to kill all of them? He's just creating more and more demons and releasing them back out so that people feel like they need to go to Paradise. So that he can artificially continue his Paradise, invite more people in there to get more nutrients. Like, he's just creating a perpetuum mobile. He's kind of obsessed with the idea of creating a peaceful in quotation marks. He does care about the people, so though. He just thinks it's impossible to save anyone, so it's good enough to save a few people. But he only saves them for some time, then sacrifices them to save new people and continues. Inquisitor looks at you angrily. Demons are the enemy. He ain't good, but he ain't that bad either. He totally is bad. What is this reading comprehension? This guy is pure bad. There's no morally gray zone here. This guy is evil. He only sacrificed people who breaks the law. Drifted. Do we both remember the woman that just got pulled in because she was running away because she was scared of the guards? Do we remember the people who wanted to get back the scenarios? Couldn't he just, I don't know, instead of imprisoning them and killing them to the things, send them, throw them out? They want the scenario back? Okay, so then leave Paradise. Isn't it kind of what Jungjook did to people who followed him? Jungjook doesn't... Not justify. Jungjook didn't... Like, Yusong is thinking that he sacrificed some... First of all, this Jungjook only did two... I don't think that the Jungjook that we see here did most of that. If we summarize Jungjook as like the most character, also like the one from the 41st Yusong knows, he did sacrifice people for the greater good or something, but in that way, I do think Jungjook is obviously different. He still cares for his allies. We have seen that he cares for Yusong. We see that he cares for our people in this way, and we have also heard that he cared for the people in his previous runs. He always only sacrificed them if it's the only thing possible, as far as I understand from reading. This is why beings who depend on small stories for survival are hopeless. He really cares, yeah. They live their entire lives taking shelter under small trees. He's bad, but he tries to kind of give people fake peace before one's death, which is bad, but he still kind of makes his intention a bit more understandable. And the third ones have not gone that straight. They have no understanding of how the tree ends up becoming a forest. That's why I have no choice but to start everything anew. Dang, he starts the rumbling. Truly the rumbling. In his third run, he's not the same as he's later on. Yeah. In his third run, he's still... By the way, basically his first run is as its name. It's the first run. He doesn't have any knowledge of the story and anything. It's his first run. Then he died and regressed to his second run. And in his second run, he got the support from Yusong, because I guess in his first run he didn't even reach the place of Yusong, and because of that his second run reached very far. And this is now his third run. I think that's how it is, right? He's not completely evil. He is completely evil. He wants to give fake peace. Man, this guy. It goes. Oh, 0 is the original run. Okay. I don't want to pull out. Nah, I'm not pulling that out. I'm not pulling out that card. I can pull out many evil cards, but I'm. Versus first regression. Yeah. I could pull out a very, very strong card to argue there. Let's just look back into the past. Do you remember kings or emperors of countries in our universe, in our Earth? Do you think that they didn't just want to create a peaceful place for their people? Did they go to war to other countries to hurt other countries and take them over? Yes. But once they took it over, they would have made a fake peace, a peaceful land for the people living in their countries. So are we saying that those tyrants, those people killing millions in horrible ways to create a peaceful world, are not that evil? Purest evil, nah. Purest evil, my foot. I don't care if that's his actual title. Call him the bitchest evil, because he's a little bitch. The story behind the demon mark is Reinheit. Paradise that is nurtured on souls. No, he's bulging. Oh, he's getting out of that like a husk from an insect. Ugh. Wasn't racist. He doesn't care from where the people are. Everyone can join Paradise. Did I ever use the word racist? I did not use the word racist. He actually turns into another plant. And a Mothman. Ah, what a great feeling. This guy is chaotic evil. I don't feel like... I don't... Is he lawful? I'm like the whole alignment chart is already a bit of a mess, like thinking about it. But like, is he lawful? He does feel chaotic in a way, because like he wants to create peace, but does it to all means? Is it lawful? Is it really lawful? I'm bad with like these alignment charts. Let me look up an explanation for lawful evil. Lawful evil explanation. Well, but he never sacrificed someone that's not part of Paradise. He only kills Paradise people. And he says, come to Paradise. It's the only way for you to survive. Stop taking the scenarios. Take a break. Come to my Paradise. Everybody joins that place. He only ever killed Rim. Oh, I only ever killed people from my own country. That's not bad. I only ever killed other German people. That's right. That's good, right? If people continue this scenario, everyone will die eventually. But if he maintain Paradise, at least some people will remain. That's his fault. He at least lets Dogsha and Hatsung Yu leave with no issue. Lawful evil covers anyone or anything that follows a strict code, hierarchy, or system for personal gain at any cost. I guess, yeah. Calculating, organized, and tyrannical. Yeah, I guess that kind of fits, yeah. That's a different bad thing. He wants to create an order, but his ways are evil. What is that? Will I be able to defeat it? Can humans fight something like that and win? Yes, they can. Look at that Mothman. You are truly impressive. You have become something beyond human. That man named Dogja Kim was impressive too. But you are a real monster. I took you under my wing last round, Reinheit. But this time, I'm going to kill you. By the way, do you know what this means? Jungyok took on Reinheit under his wing. Reinheit joined Jungyok's party and they continued through scenarios. Together they went on through the scenarios. So when Reinheit saw somebody strong, like Jungyok, he was like, actually, fuck my idea of this paradise thing. I'm going to join that guy and try the scenarios again. He's just doing that because he's like, I'm a little weak bitch, I can't survive. In the Omniscient Reader's viewpoint universe, everyone is evil. Even Dogja does some morally bad things. The world is fucked up, so everyone is doing whatever that suits their way. You are a real monster, says the plant demon. Should have first that could have happened. But like they still continued on. They did not stop at the 9th scenario. They continued on with scenarios, right, Cora? Because we remember him being like in whatever degree of a scenario. He did not stop at the 9th and die there. I'll gain 2 extra levels of strength from Flame King's gloves. Yeah, but 2 levels doesn't sound a lot. Then another extra level of strength from Gukryong's skin and 4 extra levels from the Heavenly Sword of Gathering Clouds. Lastly, another 3 levels of strength for buff skill. 2, 3, 7, 10 extra levels of strength. It's a lot when your levels are above or at scenario limit, I guess, yeah. He also killed people who want to leave. They weren't part of Paradise technically. Oh yeah, if you want to leave, you're not part of Paradise anymore. Good point, Chris. The first step of transcendence is to go beyond the limits of the flesh. The second is to train all your skills to the maximum level. The third step is to kick over the ladder you climbed. Forget your skills, your levels, and the stories you collected. What's important is that you find your own story. Skybreaker. Is he going to kill Reinhard in one attack? Look at that massive damage from one attack. Jungyok already is insane levels. Kaboom. Impressive. I guess the rumors I heard about Transcendence weren't all lies. But he's only a human who isn't even a returnee. Even while using skills. No skill use notifications were appearing in his mind. Because his powers wasn't coming from the system. It was all power that regressor Jungyok Yu had accumulated on his own. Means he helped him last time, but at the end he killed him too. Maybe. There's still people here. Be careful not to hurt them. He's the owner of a legend-grade story. He's not that easily defeatable. What does it mean to have a legend-grade stories? A legend-grade story? Like, I know, like, the ranks of, like myth grade, fable grade, and historical grade. What is that? What is a story level? I'm writing this down for me to remember in the future. I guess legendary is above historical? But then, is there something between them? It's not that easily defeatable. It goes historical, legendary, quasi-myth, mythical, giants. Giants? That's a weird one. Giant after mythical. Not even like almighty or something, just like giant. Why giant? Because it has so many pages to read that it's a giant story? Inside Paradise, his power is equal to that of a tier 2 monster. You'll see in the future. Why has he been harboring all these monsters? Reasons. These monsters are Paradise's main export. Export? This isn't good. I guess we'll have to start looking for another farm. Another farm? I don't know these two Dokkaebis. Oh, look at those horns. They look interesting. Interesting horn shapes. Later on will be explained, I guess. Like many of my questions. Did you ever wonder where all the monsters that appeared in scenarios came from? Dokkaebis! Paradise can be rebuilt. Paradise is the provider of the Starstream's monsters. Oh, that's another thing here. So whenever the scenarios are using monsters to fight against other people, like the lower grade monsters come from Paradise, because obviously, like things like the Queen Ichthyosaur or whatever that was that Yusong once tamed, that can come from Paradise, right? Same for like the Fire Dragon that also destroyed Kronos and was like a disaster. I don't think that came from Paradise. That's why Dokkaebis left Paradise alone, even if there's nothing to get interesting going on. Some of them came from here. Like the lower grade monsters and stuff like that, yeah. Maybe like I would need to go back to the very, very early chapters. You remember when they were fighting like these weird mole red creatures? Like maybe these kind of monsters, like the other tier 9 monsters or something. One of many to be exact. Is there a way for us to get rid of that thing? This place will be restored in no time. Please do not cancel the contract. Read and you will know more. I'll be able to overpower him if I use the power of transcendence and use giant body transformation. But it won't be efficient. We need to remove perpetual motion's roots in order to kill him. But what should we do when we can't go underground? We want... I've already sent someone else to do that. Oh, look at them covering each other's mouth, be like, be quiet, you little shit! Okay, so this was the reason why he knocked them down. But he could not explain it, because like everybody is... Sent? Oh, that's what you mean sent, like more like tossed without instructions and hoping that they understand. Okay, yeah, I get what you're meaning. Yeah, totally, totally. It is the same. Yeah, Chris. I know whose side you are on. Let me write this down as well. There's much to write down today. We are in Dogja's Love arc. No, right now we should be getting into the next arc, right? Because this is 190. No wonder the death rates of your teammates are so high, Yoongjok. Yeah, give them some instructions, man. Have you seen Yusong and Gilyong by any chance? I haven't seen them for a while now. Jungyok, don't tell me you... Dogsha didn't leave you behind without any plans. Okay, what sort of message did he get? Oh, is this Dogsha in second person or third person point of view? Viewpoints, Omniscient Reader's viewpoint level 3 is currently activated. Yeah, he's sleeping here. She's also yawning around like, oh man. A constellation who doesn't know her name yet lets out a sigh. Come on, Dogsha! I'm on the fun side. An unbelievable jerk. Who doesn't have a name yet lets out a sigh. Dogsha Kim's Laugh, Part 8. What should we do? No either. I don't think I can keep the monsters distracted with my insect any longer. It's not like I can tame all those monsters. Your brain might end up bursting if you did that. Are we going to die like that? No! Oh, look at them getting along. Gil-young even hugging her to protect her from the damage. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, big monster to adopt. New pet, new pet. Not gonna lie, they should have switched Dogja. Let Soo-young drive while you're sleeping. Nah, give Soo-young a break. Aww. Like the true older brother that he is. What is this big, gigantic monster? It looks like a dragon. Is that dragon? That thing. How long has it been there? Oh, guys. It's obvious, right? Yu-sung still has like this item that allows her to tame any monster she wants, right? She still has that item, if I remember correctly. Obviously, she hasn't used it. So it should be, she could be used it on this monster. That's not a monster. Hey, you can't. You'll never tame that thing. We're going to die anyway if we don't do anything. This is why Dogja left me here. Damn it. What is it? Is she, like they called it, it's not a monster. What is it then? Is it a constellation? Activating person skill, advanced interspecies communication level 5. Is it Behemoth? Oh, what the hell is this? Spark. And she obviously spurts out blood from her mouth. No, I don't want to kill. I don't want to eat them. Let me out of here. Is she getting the monster's memories? Huh? Oh, we're going back to those colors. Is this one of the outer gods? Nah. It's too painful. I want to stop. I want this to stop. This creature is beyond my control. I'd be at peace if I just gave up. And Dogja is helping her. Oh, like, look at this. Hey guys, do you think in anime they would censor the blood coming from her eyes and mouth? I have a bad feeling they would. Nah, she just says that's not a monster because it's beyond her skill level. Okay. Turn. A constellation who does not have a look, name is looking at you. Is nodding their hand. Oh, look at her eyes, the blood vessels spurting, all of that stuff. Very possible, yeah. Look at her standing up. Bracing her body through all of that. I love how this screen is kind of blurry. Even for me, reading this. It's kind of like I can see the vibrations, the energy just coming from this monster. I hope the censoring wouldn't be too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, hopefully. I don't think the first season of the anime is gonna reach here. I mean, totally correct. It's not going to reach here. If the first season of the anime is going to reach here, then this would be the worst paced anime ever. Even worse than like Tower of God season 1, God of High School season 1, Tower of God season 2. Look at me. You can't become a monster just because they hurt you. Yeah, she's using that thing. Okay. Let's get out of here together. That would be awful. Imagine somehow squashing 190 or 191 chapters into a 12 or 13 episode anime. Had to wait to send this message until she used it. Yeah. It wasn't that long ago until she got it. When did Dogja hand out the loot boxes? Oh, he handed out the loot boxes before they went to face Nirvana, right? Before Junghyuk fought against Nirvana and he died, and before the Constellation banquet, like before the Nirvana fight and all of that stuff. That's when he handed out those boxes. It would end in the cinema if they did a good job on it. I do think cinema would be a good ending spot. Just because also, like, the start of, like the end of episode 0, which is like this sort of prologue or introduction chapter, has like the ending scene that where they look at the meteors falling down when they are on top of the cinema. I feel like that would be a good roundup spot for a season. A friend of mine, who I'm working together on with the Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint TTRPG, so they probably have a slot in the game as well, said that they would love for the first season like to be like 24 episodes and go all the way until the end of the Disaster of Flood. But I don't know if I want. I feel like cinema would be nice. 24 episode? Is it added again? No, it's not added. I gotta go. It's 1 a.m. here. Okay, whatever. Good night to you. And I hope you have a nice sleep. What was the name of the cinema thing? I think it was Omniscient Sunfish, right? Omniscient Sunfish ends at chapter 43. Like in Webtoon 43, in novel 42. So I think 12 episodes or 13 episodes for cinema would be perfect. If we do get 24 episodes in the first season, I do think that After the Throne would be a good stop. Or maybe if we push it, Disaster of the Flood would be a bit rushed for 24 episodes, I think. I think Disaster of the Floods could work, but I feel like it could also feel a bit fast. What's happening? Throne isn't that long. It would be around 6 episodes. Yeah, but like going from cinema to... Do you think like after the end of cinema, going all the way to Throne is only 6 episodes? Like, do you think like if we had to say that anime episodes, Throne would already be in episode 18 of the anime? I mean, chapter-wise, you are not really wrong, because like the arc called Master of the Throne goes until chapter 64, and and then A Kingless World, or The World Without a King, goes until chapter 72. If we go by a chapter, by an episode rate of 3 episodes per chapter, 3 chapters per episode, that would mean if we go by 3 episodes, 3 chapters per episode, that would mean that A Kingless World, I don't really remember what happened in A Kingless World, it's the one after the Throne thing, would be the perfect ending spot for 24 episodes. No, Kingless is cinema ends at 43 and Kingless ends at 72. I do think 24 until after the Throne thing would be good, but I don't know. I think the cinema and 12 episode could be a good for the passing. The only problem is that a lot of the most interesting parts are after that. Yeah, but I feel like that's just us knowing what's to come. But for a first season, I think like it's just 66. I just look 66 in what? Kingless World? You should count that fights take up time if they are very well made. Yeah, I feel like they could also stretch some parts, like not stretch in a bad way, but like stretch in a good way of giving us more content. I would even be up for seeing a bit more of like in-between sessions. Benefros, welcome! The start of Kingless World is the end of Throne fight, and the end of it is the start, is sort of next arc. Oh, this is the last chapter of the day. I just realized. This is the last chapter of the day. I completely forgot that because we were talking so much about everything else. Omniscient starts strong. It gets better, but it still has a pretty strong start, so I would say it would be good pace. Why? Why are you... No! No! I mean, if season 1 with cinema is 12 episodes long, and season 2 is 24 episodes long, we can make season 2 go until Disaster of the Floods, I think. Oh, look at those wings. It's Examon. Examon is coming. "24 episode manhwa adaptation." I would need to look that up. I'm not entirely sure. No, even Viral Hit is only 12 episodes long. Wait, let me check this really quick. I need to hear this. Okay, okay, it's all good. Because I just saw, I searched up for Viral Hit, and it said watch Viral Hit in German, and I had to look if if they actually had a German dub for Viral Hit. I had to look this up, even though I'm reading Omniscient Reader's viewpoint right now. Yeah, but Lookism is also not like a full season. It was only like a original net animation. It was not like a full anime. It even isn't produced by a Japanese studio. It's just like a random Korean studio. Okay, so let's see what this sort of monster is. Is it really Examon from Digimon? A Chimera Dragon. Look at this gigantic beast. Yusong suddenly shot up to be one of the most powerful incarnations in the entire story. She now has tamed a monster that puts her up there. Yusong, Gilyong! Why, you... Ah. Huh? Nani? Omae mo wo shinderu. Whatever they do, they don't... You hope whatever they don't do a Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland Season 1 in the anime was nice. Season 2 in the anime was utter garbage. Even everything after Season 1 in the anime and the manga, like there was like the goldfish arc or whatever that was called. That was something many people liked, but it got very controversial towards the ending. People really thought like the person who wrote Promised Neverland did not know how to properly end the story. I also was like, well, this came out of nowhere. This solution is way too convenient. And the ending then was just a bit weird. Slicing through Flower Boy. I prefer an incomplete adaptation than a ruined adaptation. Totally, totally. Nom 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 nom. Whoop, loop, 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 loop. Loop. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint. Look at these nice, pretty flowies. And there's a draggy. I'm still wondering what's this whole thing about Dog Just Death. I don't think it's going to be explained in this stream. Flap, flap. Look at those guys being scared. Ugh. Everything is just a means for entertaining the greater beings. Yeah, I do hope that they're not going to go for a Webtoon original ending. For entertaining the greater beings. You hypocrite! Die! Kill him! Kill! Although no one would believe me. I just wanted to... I know. I see, so you know. Why does it feel like this man really understands me? When I only met him for the first time today. Kill! You're planning to go up to the next floor, right? You won't find what you want up there. The castle is just a playground for the constellations. Master! I wish you the best of luck. The next floor, and he's going to get killed by probability. Kaboom! Come on! Spoilers are forbidden. Wait, so did he get killed by Can Dokibis control when probability strikes? Okay, I cannot let vocal themes play, sorry. And ruin somebody else's fun. Oh, look at those two guys. Look at them in a little smoking and other dress here. That's not what I would wear as a Dokebi. I mean, the webtoon is like the novel so far as I know. Every now and then there's someone in the comments that adds something, but I never saw someone say they changed something. Well, they did change... Wait, no, that was not a webtoon change. They changed something from web novel to actual novel, right? Like in the Tiny World thing, they changed how the Japanese story was going on. Snap. Ding, 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 ding. Many constellations are impressed by what Incarnation Jungyakyu has accomplished. The constellations of the Pure Good Alignment approve of Incarnation Jungyakyu's decision. They do? Why do they approve of Jungyakyu's decision? Why do they approve of that decision instead? But when Huiwon was thinking about doing something, they were like, well, we don't know how to feel about this, but for him, they are feeling good. Yep, Matcha, because in the original web novel, there was some very controversial things that the Korean writer wrote against Japan. Like, not controversial, but there was a very big writing of like confronting Japan and making Japan even more the villains. Many constellations have gifted you 150,000 coins. Does this mean many have gifted him 100,000 coins? Or together all of these constellations gifted him 150,000? Because they're hypocrites! Woo! Only big major change was Peaceland. You have defeated the demon Marcus Reinheit. You have received 150,000 coins. On the top of the 150,000 coins, you have obtained the legendary story Paradise of Despair. Your rank in the Dark Castle has been adjusted. You have obtained a new main scenario. Main scenario 10. 73rd Demon King has been opened temporarily. But they didn't even clear scenario 9. That's what you guys told me, right? Even though you didn't clear 9, you could technically go on to do 10. It wasn't planned. But I increased my rank in the Dark Castle, earned coins, and obtained the clue for the next scenario. So why do I feel that something is off? It's a savior! 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 Woo! Woo! Thank you so much! Had it not been for you, we'd all been dead! Dead! I tell you, dead! Now I see. I had no intention of saving these people. just as Reinheit considered them sacrificial offerings for paradise. Thank you very much! They were also just sacrifices I was going to make to clear the scenario. I have been willingly sacrificing others for the greater good. Don't compare yourself to Reinheit. You're not on that level. You're way less evil. I wanted to clear the scenarios and save the world in doing that. That was the goal I had been fighting for. So why is it that I suddenly find it so hard to picture the world after the scenarios have ended? Nah, they're not the same, and you have to see that as well, Matcha. Who is he seeing here? Is he seeing Dogja like all grayed out? Like, I can't imagine a world after it ended because Dogja won't exist anymore. Excuse me, may I ask what your name is? It's Dogja Kim. Is it me? Is it me? Man, he says Dogja Kim and Dogja Kim says Junghyuk Yu. They're just using each other's names now. What? Dr. Kim's Love, Part 9. And this is the end of today's stream. The end of today's reading session. I'm reading the web novel version, so I'm interested in how it was written. Yeah, somebody can remind me of that as well. I forgot about that as well. Here's a lot more than he lets on. Yeah. Okay, let me see. We have... Let me see if I can adjust the reading thing here. For next week, I had planned to go from 192 to 200. 200 is not really the best stopping point, so I'm going to 203. And then I'm going from 204 to current. That's probably what I'm going for. But 204 to current is a lot, right? I mean, that would be a big stream to end this all. Nah. 204 to current. 203 is not the best. Welcome, YouTube guy. Play Roblox next stream. I don't know. I never played Roblox. I have seen like that there are an insane amount of games on there, but like I don't know if I would stream that. 205? What do other people think? Going from 192 you say 192 to 195 to 205? 192 to 205. That cliffhangs, okay. Then we could do 206 to current. We are at 212 right now. Considering that next week then it will be 213. And then in the week where I'm at 2.6, it will be 2.14. So it will be 2.16 to 2.14. And from then on, it would be weekly one chapter. We should do more than Minecraft, Pyro. Let's build a one-block house again and rebuild our old village, Möhringen. Yeah. Yeah, no. I like the one blocks though. Okay. Matcha. You have been here basically the longest, not the longest, but like today, since the coin system got implemented. You have been there in the Tower of God stream and also now in this stream. Can you type exclamation mark coins for me to see, so that I can see how many coins you have right now? So that I can see if I either need to decrease or increase the coin gain part. 1,560 after, like, you weren't even there for the entire Tower of God stream. That's kind of a lot of points. 1,500. I guess it's fine. What do you guys say? You guys are the constellations. Considering how the costs and everything work, do you think this looks like basically Matcha has been here? Also, we can see it like the others. Chris is not that far behind. Near the end of the TOG stream, you had a few minutes there. You basically get coins for, I think, every minute that you're active, or like every minute, like you write, and then it's like on a 5-minute cooldown, but you get like coins for every minute you are in the stream, but you only need to type every 5 minutes technically. But I don't want you guys to min-max earning coins. I'm just saying it because I'm describing it to you. But I feel like the coin gainage is not too bad. Considering Chris was here for the Omniscient Reader viewpoint stream, basically for all of it, 1,440 coins, and considering how many that we are, so I think that's fine-ish. Obviously, you guys would have coins, but that just means we need to have things that you can use the coins for as well, besides just sending coins for the constellations. Like for example, I had thing, if you know D&D, there's a mechanic called inspiration, which basically lets a person re-roll their thing or give them advantage on a roll to see if they roll better. So like the cost for inspiration then should be like at least 1,000 coins. Change timer to 5:30. I think it's called like this. As I said, you guys shouldn't use them yet because they will use up your coins. I can technically give you those coins back, but still, like, I don't know. Should I capitalize incarnation, or should I not capitalize constellation and incarnation? I don't know if they should be capitalized. How did I do it for this? I always capitalized constellation, but didn't capitalize incarnation for some reason. And yeah, I repeat it again. For 1k is pretty low, I think. I mean, considering, let's say you earn about 1k for one stream, right? So it's one reroll. You basically give for the worth of watching an entire stream that I did into one reroll for one of the players. I don't know if it's too much or too less. I need to discuss this with my local source of coin news. The Dokkaebis need to talk about the tax system. We have a tax meeting in the Dokkaebi HQ next week, so we're going to talk about that next week. I will repeat this again and let me pull this message bigger for all of you to read. If you have any ideas for redeems using your coins as a constellation for player buffs, the incarnation buffs, or debuffs as well, how about giving players debuffs with coins? I was thinking about debuffs as well, but I have not made up too many ideas just yet. So if you have any ideas for debuffs that are not too massive, like I don't want instant deaths with paying coins or something. You can tell me debuff ideas as well. If you have any ideas, it doesn't need to be positive, it doesn't need to be negative, it can be either. It can also be something neutral, it can be something else, you know, all that. But something funny like breaks the fourth wall. Breaks the fourth wall, I don't know how that would work. Would be kind of difficult to implement. Attribute for coins, maybe. Maybe you can earn attributes, but by the way, that's also something I was confused on. You can earn attributes, right? You can earn personal skills, but also personal attributes. But like personal attributes are like stronger things than personal skills, because personal attributes are like abilities, and skills are just like minor things. Can't speak directly to the DM for 5 minutes or so. That I mean, technically they are mostly talking with the in the player system anyways. I mean in the system and not in the story. Yeah. In this system, I mean, yes, Chris, but like maybe we could do both technically, alright, with like For coins, you can get a personal skill, and for a more expensive amount of coins, you could give somebody a new personal attribute or something. But the prices would need to be determined quite. I would also feel like we need to do something like a bit of gacha, right? A bit of randomness. So like when you do the thing to redeem a personal attribute or a personal skill would be randomized. Right? Right? I feel like randomizing it sounds kind of fun. And also put some negative personal attributes and skills on there. And what was it? Drifted also said bounty scenarios would be interesting. I wonder how we could do that. Like, yeah, you could use your coins or activate your coins and say like set a bounty scenario and then describe it on like I want this scenario to happen. But the problem is like obviously if this is the D&D thing, so I would need to prepare the campaign and everything. So I guess if you want to set up a bounty scenario as a constellation, you would need to maybe in between streams message me what sort of bounty scenario you want to do. And then at the start of the stream when it happens, you need to redeem the coins for the bounty scenario. And then I already prepared it for that thing. I think that's how it could work for bounty scenarios. Loot boxes. Or more, maybe constellations have a skill set with the incarnation roll and one from. Loot boxes are canon, yeah. Attributes usually relates to the previous life before the scenario, like Youngjock as pro gamer attributes. I'm back. Welcome, YouTube guy. Or welcome back. But drifted. Thinking, I was looking at attributes and I was seeing Hyunsong's attribute. And Hyunsong's first attribute that he got is called a soldier who turned a blind eye to injustice, which is not necessarily his past, especially because it's his personal attribute. It's basically this personal attribute is only something that happens because he overlooked Namwoon's attack, right? So it didn't happen too far in the past. Like if he got his personal attribute only after Namwoon's attack, that's, I don't know. It's also the current story. So I guess giving somebody a personal attribute is a bit difficult. We could argue maybe we can handle it in the way Drifted of saying like you as a constellation. Constellation Drifted. Constellation Drifted is Constellation Drifted before this entire thing started, decided on a couple of personal attributes for themselves. And then you can use the randomized, like the grant attribute thing, to grant one of your attributes to one of the players. A story or fable. I don't give coins for that. Loot box for players, you want some gacha. I mean, technically the loot, they can buy that. Would that not be stigmas? But like stigmas are, I guess technically, they survive and can use them or they die. That, I guess that would be stigma. Like if those are your parts, like from you, if I get like as okay, this almost sounds like a theory. Is a stigma the personal attribute from a constellation? I think attribute is more about their own stories, not the constellation. I guess, yeah. I'm seeing like Hyunsong's in front of you, a soldier who turns a blind eye to injustice, and person who has regained justice. Those are both things that he did, not his constellation. I guess technically you guys would be granting them stigmata, but they wouldn't be too strong. Not gonna lie, shit gotta be role-playing as constellations in the D&D thing. Totally. That would totally be a thing. Stigmas could be skills granted by constellation. But we would totally need to talk about what you guys could use as stigma, because if you guys just use, oh, my stigma is that I am the almighty god and I'm overpowered and all my stats are infinite. I know that's not something you guys would do because you're not childish like that, but like I feel like it would be interesting if you guys also I don't want to say that you always need to role play as well as like constellations in chat, but it would be interesting if you set up some sort of constellation character. Like some guys of you are into the secretive plotter. So maybe you could also make stigma ideas to that, or you could constellation viewers should input a constellation profile beforehand. Probably that would be a good idea. Like you guys would send that to me, and I would either approve of it or say like we need to change a few things. That would be a good idea. But you guys obviously, I don't know how to say this. You guys would need to not only be like, okay, I am constellation, name this, true name this is my rank, and whatever. And then you would need to write a list down of different abilities, which are your stigmata, and then also like have an idea of how that would work, like, because it's different thinking about how something could work in a story. You can always make things work in a story, but to make things work in a game like D&D, you would need to think more about the gameplay mechanics as well, if you catch what I mean. Not let any viewers be any stronger than narrative grade. Narrative was historical, right? Because I was thinking that all of you guys are historical as well. That was something I totally had in mind. I just said grade right now in like this talking, but you guys should totally only be historical grade. Yeah, you guys would mostly be historical. Narrative? Oh, narrative is fable. Okay. I don't know. I guess fable would give you more variety of a choice to... yeah, no, it's like different translations probably. It would give you more options of like also having stronger stigmata, but then again, I also feel like... I guess narrative or like fable, whatever, could be fine. We could work that out. But then I also need to figure out if technically you guys could become supporting constellations. Because my first idea was that you guys are just like viewers that can also influence the game by sending coins to our people and all of that stuff. But if we actually give you those stigmata and lore and everything, like, you don't need to completely invent something. If you want to choose that you are King Arthur, I feel like that would also be fine. But like supporting constellation would be a bit more... I don't know. Supporting constellation would give me the problem that I cannot entirely control where the story is going. But it would be interesting in a way to see how the story progresses. It would not all be in my hands. I still want there to be higher grade constellations, but it would be better if they are just NPCs, or I don't know, let friends of you like Eden or so create them. Nah, because Eden has no idea about Omniscient Reader. I feel like either I'm going to limit... Maybe I'm just going to limit you guys to historical. I don't know. I'm going to think about this until the next week. Or like until we caught up and everything. It's not fully in the Dokebi's hand. Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm not sure if it's historical or fabled. I'm going to think about that. Maybe talk about that with some other people. Based on number of coins, maybe. So like, you mean, Chris, like right now you guys have like 1,000 something coins, but like basically constellations with less than 10,000 coins are historical, and 10,000 plus... No, 10,000 is not enough. Constellations with less than 100,000 coins are historical, and constellations with more than 100,000 coins are fables. I'm also thinking about obviously giving you guys some other ways to earn coins besides just watching. Things like gambling, being like, make a prediction of which incarnation is going to deal most damage. It's going to be the MVP in this scenario. And if you guess correctly, like you guess with a certain amount of coins, and then I'm going to take away from you. And then you get like multiplied that coin on depending on how high the chances are for that constellation to do that. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Oh, dang it! I'm going to train you guys to be master gamblers. But it sounds a lot of fun. I think this entire project is going to be super cool. I finished the races. I mean, technically there are no races because they're all humans, but I finished that block. So next I'm going to work on how many are there? Currently I have 35, 70, 84 different personal skills. Yeah, I have 84 different personal skills, which are just like for the basic choices. Then I'm going to obviously give more personal skills that can be acquired during the story. I need to work with the players on the personal attributes in the future. Also work just on different personal attributes for my NPCs. I'm going to need to work on at least I at least want to have like 20 or 30 different constellations prepared with different stigmata and all of that. So that's going to be another work block. I need to work on a lot of items, and I need to have at least like one scenario or two scenarios prepared. Like the first scenario, I already have completely in my head. The second scenario, I have the beginning in my head, but not like the main plot of like what like the goal will be in the second scenario. And then first scenario and onwards, I have not thought about it yet. But that's like my lore drop about the Omniscient Reader 3.0 TTRPG for now. I have not talked with Haku or Ron Can about anything of that. Farah, which is my friend, would probably be the third player unless they say they don't want to be on stream with the other two. I don't know. Maybe Farah will just be there in a beta story. The scenario is taking place in Germany, correct? Let me guess, the first scenario starts in a train. No, it doesn't. It will take place in Germany, that's correct. Also, fun fact that I thought about. We know that the entire scenario thing started in around 2018, right? It was about 2018. I think it was 2018. And it probably is around to like spring or summer when it starts. Thinking like how maybe Gillion was dressed in the early chapters and all of that. I think it's like late spring, early summer. And you know what? In late spring, early summer, in Germany, in 2008, I was in Berlin. I I was in Berlin. I was actually in Berlin, which would be the dome for this place. I was actually at that place when Omniscient Reader's viewpoint would happen. We can place it in the 3,000 or 10,000 range for higher grade to make it harder to achieve. I was probably in Germany. Yeah, but you weren't in Berlin. I was in Berlin, and it's only the Berlin dome, baby. I was exactly in that place. After it should be hard to achieve high grade. Yeah, I feel like you are. Let's say you are an unnamed constellation before reaching the 3,000 mark, but 3,000 is like only watching 3 streams. Let's say like below 5,000, you're an unnamed constellation. From 5,000 to like maybe 20,000, you're a historical constellation. And then from 20,000 to 100,000, you would be a fabled constellation, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe not like that. Maybe higher. We need to think about that. You guys can think about it for a week. I will think about it for a week. But I think it's getting hot in my room. Let me check how hot it actually is. Only 28 degrees. Pretty nice. So for now, I thank you all for being here. You guys have earned a lot of coins already, but nobody here has as much coins as I have because I'm just waiting for the constellations like the ones in Peaceland. Because I have a lot of coins, people. I only have a few coins, okay? I don't have that many coins. Now let's see. Yeah, I showed you the command. If that works, that's going to be difficult for me to fix. If that works, I'm going to be crying. Okay, it didn't work. Perfect. Okay, this is great. This is funny. We got a coin system working. I'm actually happy that I got this coin bot to work because I was really struggling with setting up the truffle thing. Then I downloaded this thing and I had to give it all of that thing. It's so insane. Oh my god, it was such a struggle to do that. But it worked. Yo, Pyro, net one yet I can steal all the coins. No, you can't. You can't. That would break the system. Oh god. But this is nice. This is funny. Man, you guys are. Oh, because you added yourself. I mean, technically you don't need to add yourself. Yeah, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for you. I would need to give you moderator because the command is set so that only moderators are allowed to do it. But I can. I'm going to do like a command list of things that you are going to be able to do in the future, because right now you can send coins to other people. You can grant inspiration. That's something I did. You can check your coin amount, and you can gift coins to other people. Do we have anyone moderating? No. Technically, if you write gift coins, then the a space, then the nickname of the person in the chat, not with an ad, just a nickname, and then you write a number. I need to see how that works. If it's like this, is it just +1? Yeah, it works like this. It works like that. Perfect. I'm going to give you a command list, which is going to be some sort of command like !CC for constellation commands or something. Now let's see if that works. It should work. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it didn't work. Now the stream is being lengthened by me figuring out how this bot completely works. Commands, gift points. Wait, I can. What if I do like this? Try it again. Try it again, Matcha. Negative shouldn't work. I allowed it for... No, I allowed it for all moderators, subscribers, and VIPs. Action... Add points, set points, command, give points. I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. It's not too important. I don't expect you guys to be gifting coins too much to other people. Well, I didn't need to add you, so I don't know. I don't know. Technically, you guys don't need to give coins to other people. We could think like maybe like if you put your coins together for something, but like it's not that necessary. If you guys want to do something like putting your coins together, you can also just like message me and say like, hey, me and this guy and this guy and this guy want to put our coins together so that we have 100,000 so we can use this big redeem. I feel like we can do this like verbally instead of like having to rely on every single command. Maybe that's even easier. But I think this is a good ending spot for me before we rambled on too much about bots. If you have any redeem ideas, you can message me them over the entire week. How many coins do you have? Maybe it doesn't show. You mean like... But it showed for me when it sent it. Did the bot just die? Perchance the bot died. Perhaps that's the problem. Perchance that's the problem. Perchance that's the problem. Okay, so now for real, guys, everybody, thank you for being here. It was a very nice stream. It was very productive in many different ways. And I hope you had a nice evening and nice night and are now going to catch some sleep if you stayed up for me, because you deserve it. But for now, all that to be said from me is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro out. Bye.